You would be surprised just how many type of narcissists are there, and how some people that you might not think are narcissists have a lot of narcissistic tendencies, and you definitely should take a step back because you're going to get hurt in the long run. And that's exactly what I want to be talking about in today's video. I spent the time to study the 8 different type of narcissists because I really wanted to understand what narcissists are, what their tendencies are, and be able to spot them from a mile away so that I could just run the opposite direction. A lot of narcissists appear to be your best friend, but trust me, a lot of these signs, if you ignore them, would hurt you in the long run. And that's why it's so important to learn and understand what narcissists are, what they do, what their goals are, everything, etc. So let's jump right into today's video. 8 types of narcissists. There is a healthy level of narcissism. Each person has a bit of healthy narcissism in them. A person with healthy narcissism will feel proud of their accomplishments and will want to share those accomplishments with others because it makes them feel good. So healthy narcissism is also the ability to feel a sense of entitlement and knowing that you belong in certain spaces and that you deserve good things. So everyone should have a bit of narcissism, but like healthy narcissism, because without it, your self-esteem would be just crushed and you won't be able to really just be happy. Grandiose narcissism. Grandiosity refers to having an unrealistic sense of superiority. Grandiose narcissism thus involves overestimating one's ability, asserting one's dominance over others, having a generally inflated sense of self-esteem. In conversations, they don't relate to people, they crave attentions, and they enjoy seeing others hurt and confused or both. And they'll push your boundaries, eroding them so a lower level of treatment becomes a new norm. This type of narcissism manifests itself in an extreme desire to compete. For these narcissists, everything is a competition. Their behavior is not confined to natural competitive areas such as sports, their career, or academics. So that means they're just going to compete with you like on life. A narcissistic winner is rarely happy for a friend's good fortune. In their eyes, another person's success is their own failure, and when they lose, in reality or in their own perception, their self-esteem takes a huge hit, and they may become antagonistic or try to overcompensate by belittling the achievements of others. So what's the strategy to deal with people who have grandiose narcissism? When dealing with a grandiose narcissist, or any type of narcissist for the matter, it's important to set boundaries. Be prepared to enforce your boundaries. Even better, just walk away. Next, this is very popular as well. The vulnerable or covert narcissism. They crave people's recognition and they get very defensive in the face of criticism. A covert narcissist are often objectively miserable and believe their suffering is worse than everyone else. They will easily convince you that the world is out to get them and none of their misfortunes are their own doing. As soon as they sense that you've started to give in, they'll push you to do something for them. And if you dare refuse, you would automatically become those nasty people who've been playing faulty tricks on them all their lives. So what's the strategy to deal with them? Yes, they may have been hurt before, but it is not your duty to rescue them or save them. That's boundaries too. Malignant narcissism are manipulative and malicious. They show signs of sadism and aggression. They get pleasure seeing people writhe in pain and discomfort. The strategy to deal with malignant narcissism is, if you know a malignant narcissist, Neo, this is sort of the author that I was reading from, recommends avoiding them completely and cutting off all ties. Any attempts to outsmart them will be unsuccessful and exhausting. They spend their whole lives perfecting the craft of becoming better narcissists. Next, sexual narcissism. They have an overly positive admiration for their own sexual prowess. They can become consumed by their obsession with sexual performance and the need for sexual admiration of others. Sexual narcissists are often serial cheaters, use sex to manipulate people, and may behave violently during sex. So this is pretty crazy. So like if someone's like crazy like that, avoid them. To protect yourself from any type of narcissist, your safest option is to get out of the relationship. Seek therapy to help you through the breakup with a narcissist. These are very common. Like I've had friends where they would date narcissists for like 3 or 4 years, be ready to get married, and the girlfriend or the wife or the sort of bride-to-be would just disappear, go off and like have an affair, come back and just like play with the groom's heart, you know, making up excuses, trying to put the marriage back together and then breaking it up, and they enjoy doing that. So it's very scary. Somatic narcissism. Somatic narcissists derive their self-worth from their bodies. This may manifest as someone feeling more beautiful, stronger, or fitter than others. Somatic narcissists often obsess over their weight and physical appearance and criticize others based on their appearance. They usually ignore the needs of others and prioritize on their own. Strategy: avoid displaying emotional responses to their behavior because narcissists feed off drama. So don't give them the reaction they're looking for. Next, cerebral or intellectual narcissism. This is the know-it-all narcissist. They derive their self-importance from their minds. Cerebral narcissists get their supply from feeling smarter, more clever, and more intelligent than others. Cerebral narcissists believe they're smarter than others. In an attempt to feed their egos, they'll try to make others feel unintelligent. The strategy with them, if you're dealing with a cerebral narcissist, insulate yourself from their words. You're never going to win an argument or get to a point where they'll admit you're right. Learn to let it go. The status narcissist. They have little to no intellectual sense of self. Instead, they put all their energy into accumulating money, power, and social status. For them, their social status is a constant source of reassurance and self-confidence. Similarly, they judge those around them not by who they are, but by what they've achieved. This type of narcissist must know how much you pay for your house, and they can tell whether or not you hired the right interior designer. In their career, they never settle for anything less than the position of president, vice president, or last option, chairman of the board. A status narcissist is often very smart and consistent in pursuit of their goals and ambition. These guys are also pretty scary, and you see a lot of people like this in the corporate world. So yeah, these are all the different type of narcissists. I really enjoy doing the research, learning about all these different things. I can definitely see flags I've recognized from other people, and now I know who to avoid. So it's very important that you guys learn all these sort of signs and red flags and follow the strategies that I recommended for you to go ahead and avoid dealing with this. So just like the best option is to just like ghost that person because you don't want to deal with any type of narcissist. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's go ahead and announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses or consulting course with me. The winner's here. If you guys want to qualify, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. Question of the day: are there any other red flags or telltales of narcissists? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your story. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support. I want to say thank you. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow.